So there you are, playing musket, thinking you're dealing the maximum damage possible. Wrong. Musket damage overall, usually not that bad, but it can be the highest of all time. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel. My name is Sky, and boy, do I have a treat for you all. I'm gonna bring you an in-depth, step-by-step guide to deal numbers just like this. Most of you are like, oh, I'm not that accurate. I don't deal that much damage with a musket. What am I doing wrong? Listen, I got you. Not only is this super easy to pull off, it's probably one of the most broken builds you'll ever see on this channel. By the way, all this is timestamped, so feel free to skip ahead. Now let's begin, shall we? Okay, the first build still allows you to have the sniper perk and deal great damage from far range. Firstly, you're going to pick up powder burn and the underlying perks, shooter stance with shoot more, and our new pride and joy, sticky bomb. After we grab our main abilities, we're going to finish the talent tree on sharpshooter, focusing on damage increasing talents and called shot resupply. With some talents left over, we're going to grab our major DPS increasing talents in the trapper tree. Tactical reload, kick them while they're down, and weaken defense for the armor penetration. This is particularly good because half our damage is not being converted to elemental damage. The second build is all about that literal one-shot with sticky bomb, easily landing 10k plus sticky bomb crits on trap targets, making you scary from close to medium range. Firstly, you're going to grab traps and all the underlying perks, sticky bomb, and powder burn for consistent range DPS. After we grab those main abilities, we're going to finish the trapper talent tree by grabbing the major DPS perks as well as grabbing lethal combo for an unhealable damage to trap target. Moving on to the sharpshooter tree, we're going to finish it off with the damage increasing perks and damage fall off reduction at range. Still make sure you deal some damage from a distance if needed. Now moving on to some armor perks. Mandatory armor perks are going to be empowered shooter stance and crippling powder burn. This increases your burst windows while in shooter stance and giving your powder burn a nice slow to land shots much easier. After that, the perks depend on entirely what you're playing. But either way, amazing armor perks are refreshing and resilient. These allow you to spam abilities a lot more if you stack them and increase your survivability by a ton. Just having this perk on all your gear makes you much more tankier in PvP. Elemental Aversion is also a great talent to look for and try to grab because it's very solid against mages and other musket users as well. Moving on to jewelry perks, on your amulet, I strongly believe health is mandatory for the flat percentage health increase, and grabbing Purify to get rid of all debuffs when you're hit below 50%. That includes stuns, damage over time effects, everything. Very useful for giving you that last chance to get the heck out of there. On your ring, you're 100% going to need Keen Awareness for the extra crit chance and the burning perk to make the powder burn last almost 30% longer, which gives us a ton of benefits to increase our DPS. On your earring, you're going to want to prioritize grabbing a refreshing perk as well as nimble or some great perks like what's on the Bloodlines Curse earring. On your musket, 99% of the time, you're going to use Infamy. It's just such a strong musket to get with solid perks all around, and the other 1%, you're going to have a crafted musket with some really god tier perks on it, which is super rare to grab and will definitely be pricey. Now, what we're really going to do to mix things up is grab a diamond and put it in your musket slot. The very important reason for this is that when you use an elemental conversion gem, it causes your sticky bomb to deal half its damage. So using a non-elemental gem allows you to get the massive crits you've been seeing throughout this video. Now, if you are going the sniper version of this build, grab the diamond, but if you're going the trapper version, I would highly recommend the opal since you're going to be in the thick of it a lot more. As for the gems for armor, I would highly recommend using diamonds or malachites on everything. Diamonds are good for pretty much every scenario, while malachites are specifically amazing against enemy snipers and mages, making you more tanky versus elemental damage, which usually is our biggest threat, other than melee rogue assassins. Moving on to stats and how you should distribute your points, I think what's really important to remember is that you are a DPS main. With this build, you don't bring much utility at all like rend or slows or CC. You pretty much just bring god tier DPS, so with that in mind, you're going to grab 300 dex, 150 int, and the rest constitution. This will allow you to deal insane damage with both your weapons, and if you have the right perks, be pretty tanky against spellcasters and snipers. If you're just going in there to cheese and just do raw damage, then go no constitution, full refreshing, and all dex and int. It will be laughable how much and how often you can deal incredible damage. You'll have an amazing time. Moving on to some weapon pairings for these builds. My personal favorite weapon pairing is the bow and musket, making sure to grab all the AoE damaging perks and just blowing everyone up in AoE scenarios. The build I like to use is right here on screen. And another very safe choice is also the rapier. Riposting is a very easy way to land a one-shot combo with the sticky bomb, so it could be a great option for some mobility, CC, and some melee damage. I'm going to be doing some more testing on the spear with this build, so stay tuned for that as well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is the complete build. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!